Take a look at this artistic arrangement. What if I told you that you could be capable of creating something like this? It's true, and we are here on the Mid-South Audio stage today to prove it. We've got a couple of guests here. Brian Trader, who is the Deputy Executive Director and Director of Horticulture at Delaware Botanic Gardens. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
And we have Jan Poley, who has more than 30 years of experience as a designer and interior-scape artist in New York City. So excited to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're excited. So we're talking about these arrangements. So kind of first of all, tell me about how the people have the opportunity to learn stuff like this coming right up.
Well, Katie, thanks again for having us here this afternoon. And, you know, we thought about an opportunity to get people engaged in the winter months. February, you know, it's kind of dreary, cold,
Sure.
and Valentine's Day is coming up. So we thought people could enjoy making their own floral arrangements for this special holiday. So we've partnered with the Rehoboth Beach Library in downtown Rehoboth and a local florist, Windsor's Florist in Rehoboth. And we've dreamed up this workshop that Jan's going to teach our guests to make their own arrangements.
Yeah, and I love the arrangement today. It is very springy. So, Jan, people are going to want to know. Tell us about kind of what we have here today.
Okay, this is what I call a living centerpiece, and a lot of the pieces were dragged from the woodlands of the Botanic Garden in Delaware on Pepper Creek, and a lot of the mosses and lichen, this is lichen right here, which I love, and we also have a mushroom that dried just like this. So you'll always see me coming out of the garden. And what I've done is I figured it's a time of season where we want it to be spring. It's not quite spring, so it's still subdued colors. But I added a lot of paper whites, which are just starting into bloom, that you can actually force. And this is what you get. This is a gift I received this morning for the show that just popped up. And we have some beautiful hydrangeas over here, which they're stunning just the way they are.
Sure.
But you can cut them down and bring them down for a centerpiece. So if you're at a dining room table, you don't have to go like this. You can actually see the people across the table. And I like to always do an arrangement that pulls right out onto the table.
Cool. How did you get your start in doing this?
I was 5 years old, and I was walking down the woodland path, and I saw daffodils, yellow daffodils.
Wow.
And I picked them and brought them home to my mother. And when she smiled at me, it was love in the air. And I always wanted to be in the flower business and be around beauty and make people happy.
That's amazing.
That's how I started.
So you have so much experience. So for people watching today, what are some tips and tricks that you've learned over the years that would be the best for them to know?
Always, if you find moss on the side of the road that's beautiful, or you pick up some of these wood pieces, just make sure that you look to see if there's any critters living there. Because you don't want to have a dining room table set up and all of a sudden you have little insects on your table. So usually I soak them first in water and they'll float to the top, and then you'll be fine. You just let it dry out. The hydrangeas, the cymbidiums, they both take two different temperatures. Your cymbidium is tropical, so that takes a little bit warmer care. Whereas your hydrangeas, which they are absolutely stunning, they come from Chile, South America, actually, but they like it cool. Then you have your sea holly, and they also call it thistle, and the Latin name is
Eryngium.
That's why he's here.
That's the thing.
And it just can take the same cool conditions. If you're going to go out into the meadow, which I love to do at the Botanic Garden, and it's like a candy store for me because the meadow is just stunning at any time of the year. And I like to do a floral arrangement inside the visitor center for everyone to enjoy when they walk through the door. And with flowers like that, you want to pick them either early in the morning or later on in the afternoon, not in the hot sun.
Gotcha.
And if it starts to droop, you just submerge them in water, the whole flower, and they usually perk right up.
Jan, you're so knowledgeable. You know it all, and people can learn even more at the event coming up.
Yes.
Brian, give us the details.
Absolutely. So the event's going to be February 11th from 4:30 to 7 at the Rehoboth Beach Library in downtown Rehoboth. And space is limited, so you can go to our website, www.delawaregardens.org, and sign up for the course. And we're just so pleased to partner with the Rehoboth Beach Library on this. They've been a great partner in this, as has Windsor's Florist. So please come out and support the gardens. All of the proceeds from the workshop will go to help our educational programming and support our educational mission.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here today and making our studio that much more beautiful.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Well, Chilly Monday night calls for one thing and one thing only: soup. We're in the Delmarva